Hi, everyone. Today is Thursday, January 28th of 2021. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Boy, there's severe energy, right? There's overwhelming energy in the crypto markets and the vigilante, traders out there, and short squeezes happening all over the place, and people's portfolios going through the roof. And it's just the ether is a buzz, right? With lots and lots and lots of energy. I'm just stoked, man. I'm just kind of soaking it all up.
Yes, I'm very excited about what's happening. I know we had a little bit of a dip earlier. And of course, when I see these dips, didn't it go into the 800s at one point?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And Aave stayed strong. I was very impressed once again, with Chainlink staying above $20. That just once again reasserted the fact that, this is just going up. Tezos looks like it's finally starting its march forward, because we've been talking about Tezos for a little bit now. It is its turn. Lots of the cryptos are still doing great. And we had some interesting stuff going on with Doge again. Yeah,
it looks like it's getting pumped. It's being talked about. People are interested. Earlier when I looked, it was up 200%. Let's take a look right now, shall we? It's up 134% right now. So the only thing I would say to this is, you guys, if you're going to play a game, it's important to know the rules of the game. And if you're playing a different game than the people pushing this higher, it's very important to know that. Is what I would say. Sometimes these things have unintended consequences. So just be smart. If you're going to participate, you're best to know the rules of the game. That's what I would say.
Yeah. And it's a nice bonus if you did buy Doge when it was, less than half a penny.
Yeah.
It's gone up quite a bit since then, as far as, setting your money into stuff. I know with some cryptos, some people were made, almost instant millionaires. But that's not the road that most of us were put on. Most of us were put on roads where, we went into ICOs that went bust. We made dumb mistakes with wallets that got trashed and we couldn't get opened, or we misspelled a seed word and left one out, and just all of the mistakes you could possibly make as a newbie. There's no insurance on your cryptos back then. Nothing. Zero, nothing. And then on top of all that, you've got everybody, not everybody, but a good chunk of people around you saying, oh, you better be careful, it might be a scam. And I just told my daughter about Doge, and she goes, I want some money. And I just looked at her and I said, oh, you effing people, you're all the same. I said, treating it like a lottery ticket. It's not a lottery ticket. You all thought I was crazy. I got trashed for buying Doge. And here I am with still my Doge. And of course, I hope nobody's lost on the fact that down below in this description box for the last, year and a half, we've had a Doge wallet address that if people wanted to contribute and show appreciation for MooAnt's free input, that they could send him some Doge, which he flipped into Ethereum probably.
Man, that would have been a weird thing to do.
Yeah, well, you're kind of a weirdo sometimes. You've admitted you're a weirdo.
Oh, did I say weird? I meant smart. That would have been smart. Yeah. So, there's so much going on, man. I'm just so excited. So just back to the comment you just made, you were loading up on the Doge early on. What beats capital, Sam? What always beats capital?
Time. When you're early. Yeah. What was my Doge? 0.00084. That's what it was. The lowest price that you can find in 2017. That is my Doge price. And did I sell it? Did I sell it when it went to a penny? Nope. I did not. No. I just waited. I was like, nope, not yet. Nope, not yet. I have not sold any of my cryptos. The tax people where I live are going to be very sad for 2020. Because they got no capital gains. Sorry.
Get your capital gains somewhere else.
That's right. You got no capital gains from me, bucko. No, I'm not paying for that friggin' $2,000 a month you threw away.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, man, I'm just so excited. Why don't we just, I want to maybe start off today. Why don't we I'll open up TradingView and let's just take a look because there's so many things running. Yeah, we talked about Doge, getting a little froggy. So many things are looking great, man. Anything sticking out to you today? I'm sure you don't need this list to get some good feelings about things, but have some things stuck out to you today that you're just very interested in?
Well, let's see. I think Ethereum's going to go on another run.
Yeah.
And I really think the next run is going to take it to $4,000. I mean, just like how Bitcoin literally sprinted from what, 18,000 to 30,000 pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those screaming past. That's sort of the wording that, God, I don't know what person is telling me that, the language they use, and it's going to scream past. Okay, it's going to scream past it. We know what screaming past means. It's like when you're on the Autobahn and you're going like 140 kilometers an hour in one of those little tiny cars, and then this BMW screams past you at 220, 250. That's kind of the feeling.
I love it. I love it. You're going to have to let me drive.
I think Stellar is on my list. It looks like it was 24 cents earlier, and I was like, okay, I think Stellar's going to go on another run.
Yeah,
and Aave, when Ethereum runs really hard, I think it's going to take Aave with it.
Yeah, I think so too. Aave is really so. Some news came out about some more of those grayscale trusts.
Yes,
and Aave was one of the ones there. That's cool. What do you make of this silver? So we got these vigilante traders who are basically wanting to punch billionaire hedge fund people in the mouth, and they're doing that through self-organized collectives, which is really interesting and wonderful. But did you see what happened to silver today? Now we all know how many shorts there are in the silver market, and it got at least what?
My daughter has been a really big buyer of silver, as you all know.
Yeah,
and she was the one who told me this morning that silver was up $1, which we've seen that before.
Yeah,
but this might be the run to 150 that we're waiting, that I was seeing happen. And I thought it was going to happen again last year. I thought that we would have silver at $150, gold at 5,000 in and around the end of 2020, compulating with Bitcoin going past 20,000 for the end of 2020. So Bitcoin, yes, gold and silver, lackadaisical. So not surprised to see that silver is making a comeback. Let's see what they do with it. I mean, I'm still holding my silver. My first jump off is 150. If it runs to like $1,000 an ounce, because that was their goal, I don't even know if you would be able to sell it here. I would probably have to place an ad and get somebody who was willing to buy privately.
What do you make of these vigilante traders going after these hedge funds and billionaires on these shorts? We've seen it with GameStop now. We saw it with AMC. There were several others. What do you make of all this?
Well, it's just the same. I mean, what the people are doing, the Wall Street bet, I mean, what they're doing is exactly the same as what the hedge funds are doing. I don't even understand how it's different. All that it is that the hedge fund has been like the big bully, bashing people around. And now there's a much bigger one that came in the room and is now bashing them over the head, and they don't like it. And too bad. So sad. This is the way that it is. You can't stop it. This is the way that people are getting organized now. And you can see in Europe, they're starting to get organized against their governments.
Yeah, this reminds me of that. You ever seen that animation movie Ants, where the the ants overwhelm the grasshoppers? That's what this reminds me of. Yeah,
no, I haven't seen that.
So this is great. It really shows the power of people organizing together. And I have zero sympathy for these billion-dollar hedge funds that leverage these shorts and destroy companies. I think they're getting exactly what they deserve. An interesting metric that I would love for us to maybe start paying attention to, or anybody, any of our friends, it would be interesting to see how scared these hedge funds get now, and how many shorts, naked shorts, they now remove, maybe from things like silver, as they now understand that when the ants become a collective, they might be dinner. So that's great. Is this what finally breaks the COMEX, Sam?
Could be. I did see the COMEX breaking apart. Like, it was almost like, you know, how you watch something spinning around and then a small bolt comes out or something, and then it just keeps spinning. But the sheer pressure of it, it destroys itself. That's what I thought about the COMEX. It's going to, and I said, it's going to fall apart. I was like, and that's what I was kind of seeing was some sort of like mechanical or mechanism that was spinning around, and then it just flew into pieces. And it was like, there was no repairing it. It wasn't like, oh, it just came off and then this thing was shattered, because the speed of it spinning is actually what destroyed it.
Ooh, that is a cool blab. Thank you for that. That's really interesting. Yeah, let's watch it. Let's keep our eyes on it. I can't imagine if silver and many, many, many things were able to go ahead and find true price discovery. That's how we get to those numbers that you've always mentioned. No problem.
Yeah. And I now have probably, I don't know how many hours of blab I have between all of the different programs that we do, because for people watching in the freebie, the first 30 minutes, I also do Ask a Medium, and I do SamNet. Ask a Medium is what it sounds like, Ask a Medium, just questions, individual reading questions, so I can go back and forth with people in chat to answer their questions. And then SamNet is more the political or sort of worldwide stuff going on that people want to know about. And then, of course, there's our weekly get together that we have here. And then we have the live streams based on people's membership that I just get together with people, and then they can ask any of the above. And of course, because we're crypto hobby people, that's probably the majority of our conversations are about cryptos. But It is going to be very interesting to put all of the blab to print, because that's what we're going to do.
All right. Well, we're 20 minutes in. Let's go ahead and get into the questions. We've got a ton today. So here we go. Hey, guys, hope you're well. Which one will be the first to go on a run, VET or DGB, and get to $1 first?
Which one? Jeez. Mm-hmm. VET or DGB to $1 first. I think they're going to be both running around the same time, honestly. Both of them. That's why I have both.
Yeah. Hey, Sam and Moo, nice to hear all the blabs again. What do you think, feel, or see will happen tomorrow? Cliff High set a date for a great event. And will this affect the whole market? Dump in stocks and a quick dump recovery in cryptos. What do you see? So that question is loaded with a lot of somebody else's language and imagery. I don't know if anything's going to happen tomorrow. That's my gut. I don't know, Sam, what do you see? This one is from David Jones. Hey, Sam and Moo, do you have any thoughts on Chainlink being considered a security by the SEC, or is this just FUD going around?
Oh, FUD. You know how many people are like pissed they didn't get Chainlink at $2.25 like most of us did, right? How many of you had a link reading with me in August? What was it that we had those link readings? Anyways, it was 2019, wasn't it? I think so, around there. Yeah, around the same time as VET. But people are just pissed they didn't get it at $2 or $3.
Yeah, and David, why don't I give you 5 reasons why I think they will have no problem? How about that? So Chainlink. So number one, Chainlink ICO wasn't open to American citizens. So that would be one reason. 2, Link is a utility token. 3, buying Link doesn't give holders shares in the Chainlink company at all, or any of its subsidiaries or parent. Chainlink company doesn't talk about price at all. And I guess the last one would be Chainlink is based in the Cayman Islands. So that's what I would say to that. That's 5 good reasons probably why I don't think Chainlink has anything to worry about.
Yeah. And the number one is that they did not ICO in the United States. So,
Exactly.
wah, wah, wah. Sorry, Securities and Exchange Commission. Just keep walking.
Get your indictment and lawsuit from somebody else, right?
That's right.
Secure capital
Or
gains.
rip someone else, right? See, that was Reggie's big mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one. Hey, Sam and Moo, I remember last year you saying that the stock market would get to around 40, then we would see a crash in cryptos and stock. The S&P is at 38 currently. As of yesterday, it sounds like this may be a temporal marker for you. Are we getting very close?
Well, it's all in the blab. And if I said 40, then that's probably around when it's going to happen. But we're at 38. Like, we don't know. There might be a little bit of a pullback and another climb up. I mean, everyone thought before, when the market was tanking from like 28 down to 18, the Dow, they thought we were all done. We were all done like dinner. Oh, it's going to go to 5,000. Oh, Sam, which way do we go? I'm like, I don't trade in stocks. Don't ask me what stocks to buy or not buy. I am a cryptocurrency person. That is my hobby. That's my love. I'm not interested in stocks. The reason why I'm not interested in stocks is I find that most of them are BS, that they cook the books. This is my opinion about it. I think that it is very corrupt when you can have a large group of billionaires organize and strip a company and take it down.
Me too.
And I'm sick of it. And I'm so glad that the little people the little nobodies are all putting it together. And I think pretty soon people are going to there's going to be like major backlashes against politics and government, because, they tried this crap when leading up to World War II. They just literally went country by country, the evil people. They tried this crap. But the thing is that there was no like social media platforms to organize individuals, right? Yep. Yep. And so this is the 21st century. A lot of the crap that happened in the 20th century is not going to happen. They're going to try it because they think that they can. But it's not going to work out for them at all. And it's going to be a shock to people. People are going to be shocked. They're going to be like, why did you do that to your people? I mean, at what point did you think that they were going to allow that? And then they'll just throw you out and they'll replace you with somebody who's going to do the bidding of the people and stop placating all of these extremely rich people. That's the thing, right? And some of the smaller countries will do that first, and they're going to meet with such great success. But most of all, and leading the charge in the future, will be the United States. I know it doesn't seem like it right now, but again, I am very optimistic for my American friends.
Thank you, my dear. I love that. Nice, another blab too, man. You're just letting it rip today. It's very cool. Yeah. I want to interject one of my own questions, I guess. We're seeing these vigilante traders causing these billion-dollar hedge funds to have to cover their shorts. And some of these vigilante traders are actually specifically targeting certain hedge funds that have been very cannibalistic in their mode over the years. Are we going to see a stock market crash due to this kind of organized collective continuing? Is this what brings it all down?
Well, I didn't specifically see that, but I mean, I also didn't see that Doge was going to be propelled because of, Elon Musk and the TikTok kids, and now the Wall Street bet people. I had no idea about that. I just knew that Doge was one that I felt was going into, and it was a funny bunny. So sharp up, sharp downs. So I just felt that I didn't have the specifics on it. Sometimes when I use the example before with when I bought my last 4 units of Ethereum or tokens at, $180, because I felt like it was going to be locked up and I wasn't going to be able to get it. And that's coming. It hasn't happened yet, but Ethereum's like $1,400 now. So that's what I was feeling. So I try not to get too specific unless I do have like pictures coming, and I can do that more when I'm in a reading and when I'm going back and forth with somebody on an individual. But when it comes to worldwide predictions, I just go with the blab, like whatever the blab says. I'm just like, because I don't have a clue. I mean, if it's just my mind talking, I don't know any better than anybody else. But when and I'm going to tell you right now, you can probably tell the blab is strong today. Like I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, I'm feeling very blabbish today.
Yeah. You're letting it rip. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, and I understand what you mean that the nuggets, the gold, the things are in the blabs, not necessarily focusing the mind to produce an answer. And I've always appreciated that about you. Let me ask it a different way. See if you get a different impression. Will we see billion-dollar hedge funds go out of business and be destroyed from this self-organized collective activity?
I would say yes.
How soon do you feel the U.S. will become competitive with other countries regarding crypto? What will that actually look like to us? Just clear regulation, or actually less taxation? Or good morning. Do you have any price targets for the Q Labs when, Sam, you personally get out 90% out of the market?
Okay. Well, let me tell you what my price was. Since you want to know, I mean, it depends on when you got in. Okay. So Ethereum, I'm going to keep that node. I might have some fun with it. I might get a second one too. I am, however, going to dig up that blab just a few months ago where I said that before you knew it, you'd be paying $40,000 for your node.
Yeah.
Before you know it. We'll pull out the date. I think it was like in August or something. So we'll start with August 2020, and then it'll be like, before you know it, you're going to be paying 40,000, and
right.
Like boom, now it's 40,000. So it's going to be more. I think it's going to be like 120,000 for a node soon. Polkadot, my buy-in on that is $2.70. So that's why like my first jump off for Polkadot is going to be like 127. I'm being greedy with Polkadot, but it's because I see it as a future Ethereum. And so Polkadot, it's like 10% at 127.
Yeah.
And I'll start taking it off from there. It depends on how fast it moves.
Yeah.
Right. And then XRP, everyone knows I'm going to jump off that at $10. And I don't care if you think it's going to be 100, 500. My dollar cost on that is 22 cents. So again, make your decision based on what your dollar cost and also keep in mind that sometimes when you wait for, let's say XRP goes to $10, you could end up having to wait, 5 or 10 years before, it hits like 150. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you have to keep in mind things like that. Cardano, my last jump off for Cardano is about 120. My average price on that is about 5 cents. So I'll probably start cashing that in like once it's $1.50. I'll take like my first 10%, and then when it's $15, and then and then my last will be at about 100. And 120. And as you know, I keep 5%. Chainlink, I think Chainlink's going to be over 1,000. And my dollar cost average on Chainlink is $2.40. So right now I'm almost 10 times my Chainlink that I got last year. Thank you so much for those of you who had a link reading and sent me some. And I hope you bought a whole bunch yourself, because I know at that point we had just started talking about Link and a lot of people did not have it in their bag. Even though I did have it on the Funny Bunny list, it's now graduated to be one of the Q Labs. So Chainlink, I believe, will be over $1,000. So my last jump off on that is at about 1,200 and some change. Litecoin, I don't own. Actually, sorry, somebody sent me some, and I'm probably going to buy some DeFi stuff with it, some more DeFi that I already have. I'm just waiting to see which ones get beat up the most in the next pullback that we have. Stellar's at 27 cents right now. And I'm going to probably, my dollar cost on Stellar, that's a little bit higher. It's like 6 cents because I started buying it at 8 and then it went down and I got a big load of it at 4 cents. So I pulled down my average to about 6. So my first jump off for Stellar is going to be like $6. Okay. And I'll probably peel off the majority of it at around 15. Because in the teens, that would be quite a significant multiple for me. Let's see. Aave, that again, that's going to be over 1,000. I don't have a price. I don't have a jump off price for Aave yet. EOS, probably my first jump off for EOS is going to be like $100, and my last is like about 400. Actually, my first one was 90 because my dollar cost average on that, like I said, is 90 cents, so $90. Doge, I'm going to start peeling that off at 25 cents with my last jump off at $1.50, and my average will end up being about $1 per Doge coin. Maybe less because I do have 1.5 million Doge. Tezos. Synthetics. Hey, remember when you said that you sold that? And I was like, that was a mistake. And then you went and you bought it back.
It wasn't that one.
Oh, wasn't that one? It was another one that you bought back. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad you get it because I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, I'm glad you bought that back because that one, that's going to continue to do really well. Synthetic networks. I don't have anything set for that. Tezos, that one, my top number on Tezos is 700. But again, the market could be crazy. It could be 7,000. I could be off by a zero. But, what does it matter if you paid 60 cents for it? It's like, you know what? Greedy gets you caught. So my first jump off for Tezos is probably around like the $60 range, something like that. Theta, we're going to skip over that because I'm a big liar when I said my jump offs. But anyways, a lot of my stuff, including my Doge, just safely tucked away on my BitFi wallet, which, by the way, I have a $30 off coupon down below in the description box. So do not pay full price for your BitFi. Let's see what else have we got here. Is there anyone in particular that people want to know about? There's quite a few here that are on the list. Basic Attention Token is at 30 cents now, just after we were talking smack about it. Notice that I did keep Basic Attention Token on the Q Labs because the people on the other side had something different to say about me moving it into the Carrot Farm. They were like, no, no, no. And I was like, okay, whatever you say. So there it stays.
They just wanted to know the Q Labs, but I'm sure everybody appreciates the additional jump off points for you. Once again, you guys, everybody starts this race at a different spot. Everybody's got a different amount of net worth. Everybody's got different goals, dreams, hopes, and plans. So just, keep that in mind. Yeah. They keep chiming in over on the right. VeChain.
Yes. Well, I've had some time to think about it. And again, that's why I mentioned my dollar cost average for VET. And this isn't to be a little braggart. If somebody's upset that I got my cryptos really, really cheap, too bad. I always thought that was strange because I was always very excited when I heard that people got something cheap. But somebody said, oh, you're just a braggart. I'm like, you're just a jealous person. I am so sorry about that. Yeah. You spend your life being jealous with people. Yeah. That's a sad life to have. You should be cheering for them and be excited for them. Just like when there's a big pullback in the market. I'm not looking at my wallet and going, oh, boo, I'm down 10,000, boo. You know what? Because I was up 100,000 the day before. I'm thinking about all of my buddies who have a chance to buy some, like Richard is just buying he's just getting on to buying Link now, which I think is fine. Like just like with Aave at $74, I was like, buy. Now VeChain, I'm probably, you know what? I'm going to be straight up with you. I have a lot of VeChain, just like I have a lot of Doge. And because I got my VeChain, probably around, I got it. It cost me more than it cost me for Doge. So I think my first jump off for VeChain will probably be like 40 cents. With my last at around between $5 and $7.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to add. I'll just do a little math thing. So if Ethereum goes to $4,000, that ETH node will be worth 128K each. And aren't you glad if you were able to get in at $2,500? So high five to you, anybody out there that was able to get in at that $2,500, $2,800, $3,100 node. Good job. Hey, Sam and Moo, Ethereum has tested its all-time high, I think twice now. Will the third time be the charm? Will we retest? When are we going to higher levels? Actually, we've established a new all-time high. We did that 4 days ago at 1475. So maybe this question was put in early. Sam, any thoughts about when Ethereum rockets forward, or any thoughts around Ethereum moving past this level it's been kind of hanging out recently?
But Ethereum pull
Yeah.
past this level? Is that what they're asking?
Well, the question was, it's an old question. The question was, when is it going to break its all-time high? It already has.
Yeah.